Happy, rainy, snowy, gross Sunday morning. I wanted to do just a quick video for those of you who are probably trapped in your house and probably had yoga classes booked like I did today. But the weather's really bad, so staying in and getting a little bit of practice in at home is going to be super beneficial today. So we're going to just start by really quickly getting grounded here. So coming to a cross-legged seat, maybe even laying down, whatever works best for your body. Wherever you are, make sure you're comfortable. Long through the spine, eyes are closed. Hands can be out beside you, palms faced up. If you're laying down, if you're seated, palms can be at heart center. Just taking a moment to focus in on the breath. As we inhale deeply through the nose, sigh the exhale out the mouth. Inhale deeply through the nose, sigh the exhale. This time, we inhale deeply through the nose and exhale with a slight restriction at the back of the throat through the nose. This is our ujjayi, or our ocean sounding breath. And this is a breath that will carry you through our little mini practice here this morning. Once we've connected to our breath, starting to bring some movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers, the toes, rolling out the wrists, the ankles, head rolls from side to side. Just finding some gentle movement here. When you're ready, we'll meet in a cross-legged seat. Rooting into the sits bones here. Lengthening through the spine, crown of head pulls towards the ceiling. As we inhale, arms reach up, shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, left palm comes to right thigh as we gently twist towards the right. Keep that crown of head long. Gaze is soft here. Each inhale creates space, and each exhale lets you sink just a bit deeper. One more breath here. As we inhale back to center, palms to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Shoulders are away from the ears here. Exhale, twist coming from the core as we twist gently over to the left. Right arm comes to left thigh, long through the crown of neck here. As we inhale slowly, coming back to center, making our way into a tabletop position. In tabletop, the fingertips are spread wide, and we're pushing the weight into the fingers to relieve any pressure on the wrist. If this is still too much for the wrist, you can come up onto the fists. Wrists are under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. As we inhale, the tailbone lifts, belly drops. Gaze and chest come up. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale as we round through the spine, releasing the tailbone first, pushing the mat away. Inhale, tailbone, chest, and gaze reach up. Exhale, we round. One more time as tailbone, chest, and gaze come up. Exhale to round through the spine. As we inhale, coming back to neutral spine, keep that belly button pulling up and in. Actively pushing the mat away here. Crown of head is pulling forward. Tuck the toes. Maybe we crawl the hands just a little bit forward. It's like you're opening a jar with both palms as we rotate the shoulders down the back. Exhale, the hips come up and back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Our first down dog of the day. Chest is pulling towards the thighs. Taking a few moments here, finding what feels good. As we inhale, bend the knees, gaze comes forward. We step to the front of the mat. landing in our fold. Feet are hip width distance apart. And weight is pushing evenly through all four corners of the feet. So pushing into that big toe mound, the base of the pinky toe, and even on the back of the heel. Lift the arches here as we pull energy up through the legs. Inhale to halfway lift. Navel pulls in. Exhale to fold. Inhale as we bend the knees, root through all four corners of the feet, and rise up to extended mountain. Mindful not to lock the knees here. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Inhale as we reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, hinge at the hips, give a little bend to the knees here. Keep that heart open as long as you can, shoulders away from the ears as we fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we plant the palms. Step back to plank. For this variation, we're going to drop to the knees. Pubic bone is pulling towards the chest here. Shoulders are pushing away from each other. As we exhale, coming down in one straight line, elbows hug into the side body. As we plant the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, shoulders roll back, chest peels off, no weight is tagged into the hands here. Exhale, slowly coming back down to the mat. As we inhale, pushing up into our tabletop position. And exhale, tuck the toes, hips come up and back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, gaze comes forward, we hop, step, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Crown of head is pulling forward as the tailbone pulls back. Exhale to fold. Root through all four corners of the feet. As we inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. As we inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Root through the feet. Feel the top half of the body lifting while the bottom half stays grounded. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we plant the palms. This time we're going to step the right toes back. Option to drop that right knee here, coming into a lunge. Keep that chest pulling forward. You want that right hip pulling forward as the left hip pulls back. Inhale, arms come up. Staying nice and lifted here, we're not dropping into the joints. As we exhale, bringing the fingertips down, framing the left toes. Chest is still pulling forward. We're going to pop up onto that back knee, turning the toes to face the long edge of the mat. The left knee is stacked directly over the left ankle, pushing out towards that pinky toe edge. We gather up through the pelvic floor here as we inhale, rising up to warrior two. You want to be nice and centered in the body, so we don't want to be leaning forward or leaning back. So nice and centered. Shoulders are away from the ears, tailbone is down the back. Inhale to flip the left palm and pull the body forward. Exhale. As we come up and back to our reverse warrior. We want a nice, long, beautiful neck here. Gazes through that left armpit. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, framing the left toes. Bend into that right knee as we inhale, stepping up to our forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rooting through all four corners of the feet. On the inhale, we rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. Taking one breath here. Rooting into our foundation. Thighs are spiraling together. Low ribs are tucked in. Chest is reaching for the sky. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Lead with the heart, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the palms. This time we step the left toes back. Option to drop the left knee here. As the right hip pulls forward, the left hip pulls back. Chest is pulling forward. Inhale, arms reach up, high lunge. Stay nice and gathered through that pelvic floor here. Inhale. As we exhale, bringing the palms back down to the mat, turning the left toes to face the long edge of the mat here. We want to have heel to arch alignment or heel to heel alignment in the feet. Gathering up through that pelvic floor, the knees stacked over the ankle, pushing out towards that pinky toe edge. As we inhale, rise up to warrior two. Gaze is over that right middle finger. Thighs are spiraling together here. As we inhale, flipping the right palm, pull the body forward. Exhale, come up and back, reverse warrior. Gaze is through that right armpit. It's like somebody has you by the middle finger, they're pulling you up and up the hips. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, we cartwheel the palms down, framing the toes here. This time, we plant the palms, step it back to high plank. Option to stay here, or you can start to go down into a flow. Going down through chaturanga, upward facing dog or baby cobra, and eventually coming to downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. As we exhale, knees come down to the mat. Kick the feet out to the side here, coming to sit on the butt. Toes are pulling towards the face here. Crown nice and long through the spine. Crown of head is reaching up. As we inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, keeping a flat back as long as you can, hinging forward. Once you've reached your edge, then you can round the crown of head and neck. Keep that chest pulling forward, toes flexing towards the face here. Seated forward fold. Starting to cool the body down. As we inhale, slowly walking the feet back up. Soles of feet come together, opening the knees out wide. You can have the feet out quite far in front of you or quite close to the bum, yogi's choice. Rooting through the sits bones here. Inhale for length. Exhale as we start to fold forward. You can use the elbows to open those knees out wider. Keep that chest pulling forward. Once you've met your edge, then you can round the crown of head and neck. Slowing the breath. As we inhale, slowly coming back. Legs come out long as we prepare for Shavasana. Taking any last movements here, maybe grabbing a cozy blanket or a scarf and settling in for a few moments. Legs come out long, feet are heavy. Soften through the toes, the ankles, sole foot. Relax the shins and the calves. Soften the knees. Softening through the thighs here. Feeling the hips pressing into the mat.